pleased to announce the Conventions, Tourism, and Public Entertainment Facilities meeting on today, Tuesday, November 20th. So very happy to see you all here. I do detect a quorum and like to call the meeting to order. And the first item on the agenda is Bill 2018-1334, sponsors Henderson and Freeman, and it amends Title V of the Metro Code to impose the full privilege tax allowed under state law for the sale of tickets to events at the Major League Soccer Stadium, which will eliminate general fund subsidy for debt service and to better support future maintenance. We have dear Council Lady Henderson here. I know this was...
I need to move the bill first.
Second.
So moved.
Second, okay.
Yes. Deferred it last time. Yeah.
Okay, it was deferred last time. So would you like to speak?
Wait, I will speak just briefly. I did speak on this in Budget and Finance and bless Council Lady Weiner because I feel like it's every committee that she's in. I've spoken to this just briefly. I moved to defer this indefinitely in Budget and Finance, not because I do believe this still needs our attention and intention. But the administration does not support it at this time, and I don't feel like they were really prepared to give what I was hoping would be kind of a mathematical rebuttal to it. It's just more that, deal's done, and they don't want to support a change in that regard. But I do still feel it's incumbent upon us to make sure that we're not having a shortfall in our debt service. I think the taxpayers want the stadium to pay for itself. And so I am a little concerned that stepping it in as we are, that's not going to get us where we need to be. But as Council Lady Roberts shared last time, I think it's incumbent upon me to also speak with the ownership group, and I've not had the opportunity to do that yet. So I hope that colleagues will remain mindful of this and that we can bring this bill back and have a more substantive discussion. But I do hear from constituents that they, like I, am very excited that soccer is coming. But we really do, I think all cities are seeing some of the challenges with these public stadium facilities, and I really we need to make sure that we've got the math right, and just double check it. So with that, I would move to defer it indefinitely.
Thank you very much. We appreciate your diligence on this legislation and the cooperation that you are showing in your leadership.
Move to defer indefinitely.
Second.
Properly moved and seconded. Any other questions? Comments? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? There being none, thank you very much.
Thank you.
We also have Bill 2018-1386, sponsored O'Connell. It provides the designation of public property within a specified area of downtown Nashville as a special event zone, temporarily special event zone during the time beginning 9 p.m. on December 30th and ending 6 a.m. on January 1st. Relative to the use of these areas in conjunction with the 2019 New Year's Eve celebration and related activities and events. Can I have a motion?
So moved.
Second.
So as you all know from work on this committee, we do a handful of these a year at this point. They tend to be for the major events, those that tend to draw in the six figures. This is no different from those in terms of structure, and Mr. Clement from the CVC is here to answer any questions if you have any specific questions about it. But basically this is to maximize the amount of the assurances that we can offer by way of public safety and a consistent experience for any visitors to these large events.
Is there an amendment on this?
It is an amendment that's adding new language that says nothing in this ordinance shall be construed to conflict or otherwise interfere with the states of Tennessee's governance of Tennessee State Park property or any property owned by the state of Tennessee.
Because this event is located in the Capitol Mall corridor.
Right, and I thought he was going to mention.
So
That's
I'm
why I
going to move the
didn't.
amendment.
Thank you.
Okay.
Second.
Any
He can't second.
I'm on the committee.
Okay,
Council Lady.
second's fair.
I can second for the record.
Okay.
Just trying to help out
I
move
can
this one
second.
along.
Point of order, Council Lady.
All in favor?
Hi, hey, you're not
But you're in Dublin.
I literally just landed about 45.
So what time is it?
Boy, do I have a lot to talk about with customs in the airport.
All in favor of these to move
Freddie's,
the amendment?
do you want to vote on
Aye.
this? Freddie's trying to slide one through.
All in favor to move the amendment?
What are you trying to slide through on
Happy New Year, Council.
prayer?
A safe Happy New Year.
That's right, a safe and
I want to know if you're going to put us all up somewhere down here.
it's probably
I mean, you're
not
throwing a big
my-
party.
You know, that's not the question I would answer. I mean, we've
Yeah, they
got
can come to my
representatives.
office and stuff.
I will say, in the relocated New Year's Eve extravaganza, it has been a well-produced event for the past couple of years.
So now that the amendment has
Good
been
weather
moved,
permitting.
do we
Weather
want to
permitting,
take a
which we
vote
did not
on the
have.
amendment itself?
Move the bill as amended.
Move the bill as amended.
Second.
He seconded it, so.
Okay.
Yes, we got it.
All in
We will
favor?
put an asterisk by it.
Any opposed?
Yeah.
There being none, now that the bill was written with the wrong date, does that have to be amended as a?
It's probably
Or
a
is that
matter of
just the caption?
perspective. New Year's
Because
Eve itself
it
is
says in
technically
conjunction with the
2018.
2018 New Year's Eve
Well, New
celebration.
Year's Eve.
You're right, it is. Actually,
But
the
it would
last
be to,
second
it would be
is
to
18.
a New Year's Eve,
Yes, so
okay.
18 is correct.
Okay,
Wow.
all right.
And I thought the whole Brexit argument was a little bit ridiculous.
All right, so this is deferred indefinitely,
No.
The other one, she's right.
and this is approved.
She didn't like
Approved.
we're deferring 2019 indefinitely. We're stuck in 2018.
So
Unanimously.
we're deferring the entire calendar year?
Yep.
Thank you all so very
No, the whole
much.
district, all of
The meeting
19.
is adjourned. Thank you.
I actually made half of whatever, 30.